Hey lovelies, welcome back to my channel. So today I wanted to sit down, have my tea, and just basically have a little conversation about something that I think we all need to be reminded of sometimes. And that's basically learning how to romanticize the life that we already have, right? Okay, so don't get me wrong, I do appreciate social media, and I believe that yes, it has made our life so much easier for us to, let's say, really just tap into the lives of other people and their huge experiences, really while trying to enjoy ours. So, for example, we see someone traveling to, let's say, Europe or on vacation somewhere in Africa, relaxing in the Caribbean, Jamaica, the Bahamas, or perhaps staying at a gorgeous resort. And I don't know about you, but automatically I start thinking, oh my goodness, I need a vacation, right? And I want to say you probably feel the same way too. But don't get me wrong, I do love traveling. And to all those who do travel, if you have the opportunity to travel the world, absolutely do it. But here's what I've been thinking about lately. What are we as people doing with the life that we have in between those vacations, right? Most of us, honestly, we're not able to spend that type of money on vacation, but we're able to do it right here at home, in our neighborhoods, in our city, going to work, we're running errands, we're taking care of the family, and we're doing everyday things. So, what happens in between those things? I don't want to feel like I have to basically wait to get on a plane before I can start enjoying just life and the things around me. Sometimes I feel we need to stop looking for ways to appreciate by traveling or purchasing a ticket or going on that grandiose vacation, and start appreciating the simple things. So literally sitting in your backyard where you can slow down, romanticize your life, and create that beautiful experience without having to spend a lot of money. um, I'm gonna give you 5 things that I really think could help. The first one is probably the simplest of them all, and that's visiting your local park. Yes, going to your local park. And I know that it might not sound very interesting, it might not sound very exciting. You're probably thinking, Abby, the park? Yes, honey, the park. I think about it literally when I was there the last time, went to the park. Without going even there, you're not. Let's say you're going there, you see people walking their dog, they're exercising. Sometimes they've got kids at the park, but if you just go there just by yourself, sometimes I'm talking about simply just being there just to enjoy being outdoors. So, for example, you put on a cute outfit, you bring your water, you put on some headphones, and you start taking in everything around you. A nice walk. I mean, literally just taking in everything from the trees to the scent, whatever is around you in your local park. It could be just the beauty of hearing the birds chirp or feeling the breeze on your skin, as cliche and simple as it sounds. But sometimes as humans, we're just moving too fast that we don't get to notice how beautiful some of the simplest things around us actually are. You don't need Central Park in New York. I don't live in New York, so you don't need Central Park. You don't need like a beautiful park where there's a big old garden, let's say somewhere in Europe. Sometimes that little tiny park 5 minutes away from your home can give you exactly that peaceful moment that you need. And so definitely that would be my first one. So my second recommendation would be to explore your local downtown or historic area. Yes, I know it sounds cheesy, but exploring your town as a tourist, right? Most of us have a downtown area, historic district, or let's say a little town nearby, let's say the neighborhood that we've driven through so many times, right? So actually, have you stopped to explore it? Probably not, right? So get in your car, perhaps walk around, look at the attraction, window shop, find some cute mural or something like that, and maybe start taking pictures. Perhaps read those little historic signs that you probably have driven past, let's say 100 times a day, hypothetically, just exaggerating here, but you get what I'm saying. And here's a funny thing what I found out. For example, when you and I, when we travel, we are so it's so easy for us, in other words, to walk all day. We'll walk around, we'll talk, we'll look at buildings, we'll look at some cheesy stuff, sometimes things on the sidewalk or let's say on a fountain, everything. And we'll start saying, oh my God, like it's a big deal when we're traveling into other cities, right? We'll say, this is beautiful. Meanwhile, back in our own neighborhood, we're driving past beautiful places every single day and we barely look at it. We barely notice them. So I have to be intentional also, literally, in trying to look at my own city, through the eyes of, let's say, someone who's visiting for the first time. It's not always easy, but trying to do it, be more intentional. And I have found that I've started to surprise myself because things that I would overlook, I'm no longer overlooking anymore. I'm like, okay, wow, this is awesome. All right, number 3 on my list, okay? Find a nearby beach. And if you don't have a beach, find in nature, like a river or a lake, something water-based. And anything that's available that is right there, that is free, that you can visit, and try to do this for yourselves, because there's something about nature, water that I'm talking about, that just brings that comfort. Bring a blanket, bring a towel, if it's not summer, obviously, and pick your favorite water location and just go there. Walk along the water, perhaps sit down, perhaps watch a sunset or a sunrise, whatever you decide. For me, it's the beaches, right? The beach is just not far, maybe 10-20 minutes. So I am able to walk in the sand, get my feet in, maybe listen to the waves, put my phone away, okay, for a few minutes or for an hour or however long, right? There is something special about being around nature, something that reminds us, and actually it reminds me of how beautiful these experiences are that sometimes we don't think about. Some of the most beautiful moments in life are the moments that do not cost anything. And sometimes that's all romanticizing your life is about. It's not about spending tons of money. Sometimes it's giving yourself the permission to slow down, slow down long enough to experience the beauty that's around you, right? Like me here drinking my cup of tea on a rainy day. Before I film this, I love jazz and I love anything jazzy, so I listen to like jazz instrumental, and that just does it for me. Of course, I'm in a tiny little apartment, but that's okay, because guess what, as long as it's clean, because if you watch my previous video, yeah, that would mess me up if it was dirty, but as long as it's clean, I've got TV, I've got light, I've got air condition. I mean, a lot to give thanks about, but yeah, these are the simple things. Okay, let's move on. So number 4 technically isn't free, but it definitely I wouldn't consider it expensive. So basically, coffee shops. Find yourself a coffee shop, and this doesn't have to turn into, like, say, a $30 brunch date or something. Order yourself something simple like coffee or some tea. Bring a journal, bring a book, find a cozy little corner, and just enjoy yourself. Read, journal, perhaps people watch, work on something creative, maybe do some puzzles or color, I don't know. It doesn't have to feel cheesy. Literally, the whole point is for you to sit there, enjoy your drink without feeling rushed and off to, let's say, the next thing. Think about this. When we travel, let's say, to another city, at least, again, myself, one of the things I love to do is visit local, cute, quaint coffee shops. That's just me. I love to do this. So literally, before I even go to visit a city, I'll Google best coffee shops. So why can't I do it here? Best coffee shops near me, across my city, and start looking for the quaintest, cutest coffee shops. But let's say you visit somewhere else, or myself, I can go and visit a coffee shop and I'm like in awe, like, oh my gosh, it's locally owned, it feels good. So what about doing it right in your backyard? Being intentional with the experience. Putting on, again, an outfit, because you know how I feel. When you dress good, you feel good. So putting on an outfit, sit by the window when you get there, make maybe, let's say, an ordinary Tuesday afternoon, and or a Saturday, let's say, because most people don't work on the weekend, and just start doing you, okay? Last but not least, the local farmers market. Yes, farmers market. I think this is a great one for, let's say, the weekend, Saturday or Sunday morning. just for a little getaway out of your house, for example. You could take the kids if you have kids, or just go by yourself. Let's say go walk around. Farmers market is great because there's other people around. You can look at fresh flowers, fruits, vegetables, homemade goods, that local vendors are out there. You're supporting local music, local artists, and it's just, I feel, a great vibe. Sometimes you have people out there that are, playing instruments. It's just, for me, like a farmer's market. It just does that. It's that community atmosphere that it brings, okay? And for example, when we travel to another country, and let's say you go and you see their local community, let's say whether it's a community activity where they have like a farmer's market, we're typically taking pictures of the fruit. We'll take pictures of the flowers. Everything looks good from their handmade products. Literally, we're walking around and we're thinking, or I'm thinking, oh my gosh, this is so cute. It could be the simplest little thing that somebody made, and we're all, oh, let's support local business. But meanwhile, there might be a farmer's market 20 minutes from my house that I probably haven't visited. So please, get out, walk around, talk to the vendors, take pictures, and even myself trying to be more intentional with this, enjoying the atmosphere. And if you have a few dollars and you want to treat yourself, buy yourself some small bouquet of flowers, maybe like a piece of maybe fresh fruits. Be careful of the fruits with all the recalls now, but yeah, fruits, put them in a vase like I did these sunflowers behind me, and continue to fill your own space with your own love, with your own appreciation for the simple things around. And while you're doing it, the great thing is you're still supporting a local business and local people around you every day that just really, really trying to survive in this economy right now. So again, it doesn't have to be extravagant. It just has to be something simple, right? Okay, lovely. So basically, that's it. Nothing else to talk about. That's what I really wanted to talk about. Romanticizing. Basically, it isn't pretending that everything is perfect by no means, and it certainly doesn't mean that you shouldn't dream about, let's say, traveling to Europe, Africa, the Caribbean, or wherever else you have fit on your bucket list. All I'm just saying is go see the world. But while you're working towards, let's say, those bigger experiences, don't forget to live the life that is happening right now. Sometimes we think about, saving, going there, going here, but not focus here. Because the life that you're having in this moment, let's say the regular coffee shop, the cup of tea, the walk through the park, the sunset, the farmer's market that I mentioned, the little coffee shop down the street, perhaps spending time with your neighbor in a library, those moments count too. And here's something else to think about. So while we're busy planning and doing all these things and not appreciating what we have around, somewhere there's someone that's probably spending money, saving to visit the very city that you think is boring. They're probably out there researching, or local parks, your local neighborhood, that is all within 10 minutes of where you live. So sometimes we just need to look at what's around us with fresh eyes, because somewhere, it might sound like your town is boring, but I promise you, somebody's out there planning a vacation for your so-called boring town. So take the time to take pictures, watch the sunset, buy yourself that $5 cup of coffee, whether it's from the local gas station, sit beside the water, explore your town, and don't feel like you need to wait for you to be able to afford the extravagant vacation before actually allowing yourself to enjoy your city, your area, your life. Don't wait for that big plane ticket. I mean, don't always just wait for that perfect vacation. And don't wait for that perfect moment to give yourself the permission to enjoy what's around you and to be happy. Again, we use the word romanticize, but it's really, when I put romanticize, I guess the equivalent would be valuing, your life and what's around you, slowing down the pace, appreciating them. It's those little things that actually sometimes are the biggest and most valuable things that life can offer us, you know what I mean? And that we actually take for granted. So anyhow, if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Thank you for watching. Leave a comment down in this comment box or something like that. I'd love to hear from you. And don't forget, do not take your own backyard for granted. Do not take your little city, your local coffee shop, your library, your farmer's market. Try to see it from fresh eyes. As usual, thank you so much for watching. Thank you for sitting. Hope you were able to enjoy this little chit chat, and hopefully I will see you in the next video. Until next time, enough love and job bless.